Nangangati na naman ang itlog ko, nangangati na naman ang itlog ko, ka. Nangangati na naman ang itlog ko, nangangati na naman ang itlog ko, ka. What's up YouTube, it's your boy Dashing and this is week 9 of the CDL. I am one of the coaches of Team Kati, Itlog, and this week we take on the Sinister Garchomps. So with me here, I have my teammate Alan. So this week it's gonna be me versus Brooke, aka Miss Chomp, Alan versus Johan, and unfortunately Haseen was not able to play his opponent. He ended up not responding in the chat, or actually no, he actually left the league, right, Alan?
Yeah, he did. He straight up just left the group.
All right.
Didn't warn anyone, just straight up gone. What's going on, everybody?
Do you have any projects upcoming, or anything like that? Nothing.
I do actually. On New Frontier, which I'm not sure how many of your viewers know of that page, I have something called Region Wars that's starting in March, where you get to pick your favorite. You get to pick your favorite region, and I don't know if I'm doing teams of 3 people or 4 people yet, but you get to pick your favorite regions and battle amongst yourselves until one region wins it all.
Oh, okay. So it's like a region versus region league.
Yes.
Cool. All right. So I guess that means this for this video we're just gonna be reviewing me and Alan's game. I actually played first, so it's gonna be me versus Brooke. The matchup itself is pretty even. I had mocks where I smashed, and I had mocks where I got smashed. It really depends on how it's played. Dracozolt just runs over my team. I have no reliable checks to that, especially if it's like a boosting item. But we are dashing, so we have to find ways around that. Alright, so let's check out the game and see how it went. So we lead Slurpuff on the Golurk. This is very surprising to me in particular, because I checked Brooke's replays and she always led with the Gigalith. And surprisingly, none of my mocks had Slurpuff with webs. So that was surprising. I was contemplating leading with Necrozma, but on the off chance that she led with, who's this? Marshadow, that would be a horrible matchup for me. I would have to maybe sack one of my mons straight there, because I needed Necro for probably the Dracozolt, right?
Yeah.
I am Cassie.
Even so, that's a weird lead.
What is that?
Just Slurpuff in general is a really weird lead against you.
I mean, webs is good just because my defoggers are not the best. I have like Coco and I have a spinner, but Cloyster isn't really doing much to Marshadow, and even if I smash on the turn, it switches in. +1 Cloyster doesn't really outspeed Marshadow if it's like maybe timid. So and I get O-code all the time, even without like the defense drops with the CC. So yeah, I actually led with Golurk with Cassie Berry, guaranteeing that I get to O-code the Marshadow if ever that was the lead, and if not, I was just expecting to get like a free EQ on the what do you call this? The Gigalith. So yeah, Slurpuff lead, reveals is faster. I go for an EQ, do good damage. Reveals, lefties. Goes for an energy ball here. I go for the Poltergeist, just to guarantee the kill. I guess it didn't matter. I felt like Poltergeist there was the best play, just because in case the EQ was like a roll, right? And it's not like he has Citrus that it's gonna be blocked. So I think this was a bad play, bringing out Gigalith here, because that just guarantees I have like a free EQ. He probably was just better off, bringing either Chomp or the Dracozolt out to like revenge me. So yeah, Gigalith comes here. EQ is free. Sets rocks. Goes for protect.
Oh, that does so much damage.
I actually felt like going for
Wow, there's
Poltergeist
really
there.
no point to that protect, but okay.
Yeah. I kind of thought about going Poltergeist there just because, you know, these mons are gonna have an item, right? If it's anything that switches in gets bopped, and you're not really gonna switch in Dracosol because that's like your biggest win con. If it's Ditto, it gets O-code. Same with Shadow. Chomp gets a shit ton as well. So we do 40 down to 42. He goes for a scale shot here. Huge misplay, not mega evolving. That was huge. Because
oh, that's Mega Chomp?
Yep, it's Mega Chomp. So I would have definitely died with 3 hits, right? And then he would have. I guess the thing there is at 42%, I was Boots Cloyster. He didn't really have a way of OKOing me. I probably wasn't gonna spin there.
Right.
But I guess I could because, you know, it's broke. She probably won't switch out. But yeah, basically I wasn't in that much of a bad situation. But I was willing to like sack the Golurk there, thinking that, you know, if he goes SD, that would have been, you know, that would have been a problem. So I couldn't risk that. So we got taken out by the sneak, reveals life orb, that's good information. Sky comes out. I go for the air slash, which guarantees OKOing the Ditto if it decided to switch in. Ditto comes out. I don't want to risk the air slash.
Which it does.
Yeah, because I thought about staying in, because all of my mocks, the players went Seed Flare, which, you know, I 4 times resist. It didn't really matter, because even if I got like 2 Seed Flares, like my Shaman set is completely walled by the Necro. So I think that's like a good way to play against Ditto. You kind of have to have mons that completely wall some of your other mons. So the best thing he could have done was, or she could have done, was to just go for the Seed Flare. Yeah. So at this point, we're taking 15% from the air slash, which, you know, we get lefties to like offset that. And we actually just OKO this one, the Ditto, just because of, you know, the damage we have with the investment, as well as, you know, even if it was 100%, that was probably an OKO. So
yep.
Sand Chip would have helped as well. So that was an interesting turn. Very interesting, because the thing is, he couldn't switch out to Dracosol because the obvious play for me was just to attack. Necro was in range of Bolt Beak, was it? The electric move. All of my mons lose to this mon.
Yeah, it's the electric move. Yep,
Yeah,
Bolt Beak.
well, I get swept here, right? 100%. I get swept here. But he couldn't risk that, because if I got...
Right.
If he switched, you know, bring in Gigalith, switch to Dracosol, and I hit him with one of my attacks, of course I'm going for the Photon, right? Photon plus Eye Shard wins. But yeah, I make the heads up play, switch to Vaporeon, he goes Rock Tomb, and I set up a Reflect here, God tier tech, as he goes for the Toxic. Very surprising. I'm very surprised. Oh, no. Actually, I kind of thought I was surprised that he attacked first, but, you know, Rock Tomb plus Webs, I guess. That's why he outsped. But yeah, with the Reflect here, I kind of make a misplay here. I was actually safe to just switch out to the Necro, but I just go for a Wish. I didn't really think that through. So yeah. Necro with lefties, Reflect. Dude, Max Quake does nothing. 21%? Super effective? All right, so obviously, Brook got disqualified by maxing here, but if you look at the damage, we even beat Draco's ult here. Because our Photon Geyser does about like 40%. So I could easily just stall this one with the recover. You know, it's sand, so it's 25%. But still, right? I'm healing like 26 while he's dealing like 21%. And she actually revealed to me that it was a banded set, which meant, you know, if it came in, it couldn't win because electric moves for the 3 and he's walled by the Coco. So yeah, it was a checkmate position. But yeah, unfortunate that it ended with, you know, a disqualification, but it is what it is. So yeah, solid win for us. And let's check out your game here. So this is you versus Johan. Alright. So if you want to like narrate it and let me know if you want to like talk about some spots, okay?
Okay. So the main reason I led with Garbodor is I knew Altaria was coming out.
Were you expecting like lead?
Didn't think it was going to be a Dragon Dance set though.
But you were expecting like lead Altaria? Me personally,
I don't know why, but as soon as I saw his team, I had a...
As soon as I saw his team, I immediately thought lead Cobal. Lead Cobal. Set rocks with Volt Switch would be good here. Right. And then you kind of get chipped down by the rocks, putting you in shadow range.
Yeah, I think the main thing about the reason I thought Altaria was coming as a lead was because based on the team previews for both of us, they probably thought I was leading Garchomp.
Okay.
Because Garchomp just goes in on that entire team, so I countered by leading Garbodor instead.
I see. Well, yeah. I guess that works. Yep. Definitely works. So yeah, I guess in that case, it wouldn't. You would fear the Garchomp lead because it is one of those common leads. So Altaria here. DD, we hit a gunk shot. No poison.
56% at +2 to a non-invested Garb. That's crazy.
Was that just pure? Oh yeah, it was Sash, right? So purely offensive.
That was the... Yeah.
Or did you have like speed on it as well?
I did actually, yeah.
Yeah,
because I wanted to make sure that I had nothing defensively. So if something knocked me to Sash, I could easily. Like, it's... I don't know. It's crazy how bulky Garbodor is. Not thinking about it. And then I switched to Moltres because I figured they're gonna just keep trying to Dragon Dance in front of me, and I can get a burn off on this thing.
Well, yeah, that's true. When I try to think about this game, so yeah, as soon as I saw Roost, I definitely knew no defog because you know you kinda want to defog after you know you already set up 2 DDs and it doesn't look like they have a check to you. I guess it didn't make sense. As soon as I saw the Dragon Claw as well, as soon as I saw Dragon Claw, I was like, "Oh my god, what is this set?" Because if it was me, I'm running. If I'm running a set like this, like DD Roost 2 attacks, I'm definitely going 2 options. I go for like, I'm probably going with a fairy move. The return, right? And either EQ or Rock Slide. Those are my options. Because
to be honest, I think the Dragon Dance with return EQ would probably run through my team except Moltres.
Yeah, exactly. Because the thing is, because that's the thing, right? I guess you could bring what do you call that? Dragon Claw if you were expecting the Garb, but Garb was such a heat bring here, right? You haven't brought it like whole season, so it wasn't really something that was.
Nope, haven't brought it up.
Yeah, so it wasn't really that expected. So if you're not expecting the Garb, you're not bringing Dragon Claw unless you wanted to keep it at regular form, for like ground immunity and shit. But yeah, very surprising. No EQ, no Rock Slide. So completely walled by Moltres as well as Necro. Nothing,
Yep.
nothing he could do. So what was the idea going back to Garb? There.
I figured he was going to either switch out or roost, and I was going to attempt to get a second layer of spikes up.
Uh huh.
But turns out really didn't need to. One was enough.
What was that set again? Was that
Very
did you have like spikes as well, or just T spikes?
Just T spikes.
All right.
I was trying to get toxic poison over regular poison.
Yep. I guess that would come in handy with alt, because it could get annoying, as well as like stall Blissey. But yeah. Hold up, what was that?
This is
So you sack the Garb, you bring in
and I
the
bring in
Necro.
the Cosmo.
Yep.
It's free. So I D-dance here while he swaps into Incineroar. I don't want to risk Flare Blitz. Moltres is easily a check to this thing, and it comes.
All right. So I guess that's something. I could like criticize, because there wasn't really no reason to like DD there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Since the what do you call that move? The steel move. The steel move was pretty free here, right?
Yeah, it would hit almost anything.
Yeah, you kind of get damage on everything, right? Even if you went to Cobal, you still got like damage on it, so you can like calc the set if it's like offensive or defensive. So I think DD there, when I was watching it, I was like, why are you going DD when any of the mons that, if he brought out Kali there and you DD, you were in a bad position there, like very bad. But anyway, especially you would probably have to switch out, and any mon you switched out on had to. It's basically a sack, unless you get like the read with the Pidgeot. So yeah, switches out to Blissey, and
This is just really annoying. Blissey does Blissey. Oh, that's right. I go straight into Urshifu here.
all right. So why you go Urshifu there? Were you like expecting T-Wave or something?
I was expecting T-Wave, and I didn't expect Toxic, which is what I should have expected, and actually went into Necro instead.
Yeah, because I was
didn't
thinking.
want to risk any status effects.
Yeah. I was thinking that Necro was a free switch there, because you could do another strike on the switch in, because he still has to make a read. If you go for the psychic move, right? Cobal doesn't really take that well. That's maybe 30-40%. But yeah. So he switches out, brings back the Incineroar there. Actually, at that turn, when I was watching it, I was telling myself, you 100% go for the surging strikes here, because it does good damage to everything. And if you did,
and the Intimidate wouldn't matter.
Yeah. Incineroar would have been KO'd by then, but it's not really a big deal, since he did ended up switching out. So had he not switched out, that could have been a bad position, and I guess he could have set up rocks here during that turn if he thought you were just gonna U-turn. but it kind of works out for you. You get Shark in on an Incineroar, so he can't really intimidate you with the other mons. I guess that was kind of free EQ, right?
Yeah, nothing wants to take it.
Especially he doesn't know that you're Scarf yet, so anything that switches in gets KO'd. Even the Ditto, or I guess the Ditto in this case, would take the EQ plus poison, and then you can just go to Moltres. Does your Moltres like check the Garchomp?
Yeah, yes, because Garchomp does not have Rock Slide.
Alright, good prep. Okay, so Altaria comes in, switch to Necro. He makes a read, doubles out into Kali. Gets poisoned.
I knew here, this switch, I knew I would die to a Life Orb one, so I knew he was going to Astral Barrage no matter what.
Well, yeah, I mean, looking back at it, right, I guess that was like the obvious play, otherwise it gets knocked out, right? You're not living a Necro attack, especially after, poison and all. So yeah, I think at this point, you go for like a Tailwind, right?
Yeah, I should have Hidden Power Dark and just killed this thing. Because
Actually,
Hidden Power
yeah.
Dark plus that little bit of damage would kill it.
Yep. I mean, I think at that point, I was like, why, what was the Tailwind for? Like, no. Necro is not gonna outspeed still, right? And Chomp already outspeeds. So,
yep.
Was this like a goat set? Did you EV for Life Orb Psyshock? Or was that like a coincidence?
No, that's pure attack. It's literally a coincidence that it lived that.
Interesting.
I did not expect it to live a side shot.
Well,
yeah.
I wonder what's the role there.
Reason I'm curious. But anyway, the reason I went in that moment for Tailwind is I figured at some point Duskmane would have to face Kali. And at +1 plus Tailwind, then I outspeed.
Well, yeah, I mean, looking at it now, right? It's not like he has a pivot move, so for him to attack, he really needed to, bank on getting the KO there. But what would have you done if Pidgeot got knocked out here? What do you do?
Switch into Scarf Chomp and just throw an EQ out.
Alright, perfect. Okay, alright. Well, yeah, I mean, another Mon bites the dust, right? If that's the case. So yeah.
Actually, wait, what did I live on?
3%. I think at that
he was modest.
I think at that point I was saying go for the Hurricane, just Hurricane something. I think if you Hurricane, you may have KO'd the Blissey there, right?
I don't know. Maybe after damage. I should have gone for 4.
Probably not.
And I actually just calc.
Yep.
A modest Life Orb Calyrex against a regular max speed, max special attack Pidgeot, no investment because that's what I was running. It's only an 18% chance to Okome.
All right. So roll in your favor. I see. Okay. So switch out to Necro on the soft boiled. You go for a DD here. Very interesting. So I don't understand that. Why I guess he wanted to heal the burn, but it's still gonna be poison. But
yes,
and it's still walled by Necro. Right?
Yeah, I didn't understand that one. Now the reason I DD'd that first time is I still had 1 turn of Tailwind. So I would have been +1/+1 with Tailwind, so if he swapped out to Calyrex, I outspeed and kill it.
Alright. I like it. They're just into Ditto, but it's revealed to him that...
This
Oh yeah, this
is
turn.
where I give you the shout out. It's set, it walls itself. I don't know why I Photon Geyser. I should have just Sunsteeled it.
I was like, oh my god, what are you doing? It's like, the throw has begun. Oh my god, but yeah, thankfully, you know, even at +2, it only does 46, and with the lefties, you are able to... Because you know what was the problem there? You put yourself in a position to lose, right?
If he crits me, yeah.
Yep. If he crits you here, I guess you go Moltres because you wall it that way. But yeah, you would lose to... I guess... it would be hard to say because Chomp is still Scarf. But yeah, it would have been ugly. Very ugly. And that would have... what do you call this? That would have flustered you very much because it was...
Very much so.
It was one of those. That's why when it comes to this, I don't see any merit with going DD +2, considering that you're not gonna outspeed Kali anyway. So, you know, there wasn't really a point to it, but the point there was you put yourself in a position to get 2-hit KO'd by the Ditto. So, that was a bad decision. He goes for another strike, no crit, thankfully. Go for a Moonlight. So he's kinda... I think at that turn, I would have just pulled the trigger there. I wouldn't have... I was okay, right? I was okay.
I did.
Alright, right. So at this turn, I would have pulled the trigger on the attack here because, for one thing, I still had Chomp, and I could always set up like a Tailwind with Pidgeot, and I can heal Necro back later on with the Tailwind. So I was okay pulling the trigger there. But yeah, when he saw that you were just moonlighting up, it gave him like a free switch to the Kali.
Yeah, I should have right there. I should have attacked and not killed again.
Yep. But I mean, you don't really lose
then
much.
At that point, Necro just sweeps the game.
Yeah, you didn't really lose much by it. I guess. Goes for a Toxic. So what is this mon? What moves does he have? Oh, okay, Teleport, Toxic, Softboiled. Wow, no attacking moves. So walled by sub, I guess. Trump comes in and then starts sweeping. Yeah, I wasn't sure there why you stayed in. I would have just, went back to... I guess you were predicting the double into Kali. Is that right? That's why you I guess this...
Like you did last time.
This is what doesn't make sense, I guess. It was either Chomp or the... what do you call this? Because he has attacked already, right? The Pidgeot. So, Life Orb has been revealed, so you know that it would OHKO, right? So, I guess I would have just switched out to Necro there, if I was gonna switch out at all. But yeah. Because yeah, if Necro is in here, that's another free kill, more or less. Alright, reveals the Iron Head. And Iron Head plus Poison gets the kill. Cobal comes in.
And there's the Star Prevail.
Oh! Goes for a U-turn, pops the balloon.
I don't know if that kills because I'm not dark.
Yep.
I'm water fighting.
Yep.
I'm single strike form.
However, it is
I'm sorry, rapid strike form.
yeah. But it is like base 120 stab, and you are very weak on the speed F side. So, you know. Did he? Oh yeah, he was balloon. So, it probably wouldn't have killed. But you are 88%. So, maybe if you didn't have any bulk, that could have been within range, I guess. So yeah, Champ comes in and just cleans here, right? Ditto. Yep.
Just starts throwing EQs everywhere. There's the Ditto. I shouldn't have switched. I should have EQ'd because I'm living. I have no dragon moves. I would live in EQ no matter what.
Yep. And then there's another one, right? Another misplay. You go for like scorching instead of the.
I went for scorching sands. I should have gone with sickle fire.
Were you able to like?
I clicked it, I was like, no.
And then it. I thought it falls to poison. Oh yeah, it falls to poison. All right, so GG.
Life orb first.
So were you able to calc that? If I went for like astral.
Oh, with Necro?
No. Moltres. If you went for the mystical fire.
Astral still kills 66 to 78.
All right. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling that you needed to be speed F to like live that. Even at -1 life orb. But yeah, so it didn't really matter, I guess. Solid win versus a pretty tough matchup, right? And we definitely advanced to the playoffs because of course we do. But at the time of recording this video, we actually have no idea what the schedule is. Some players haven't been playing on time. Right? And yeah.
Maybe.
No shit. these fuckers are, they play the next week, 1 week late. Like holy shit. Alright. But yeah, so that's gonna be the video, guys. If you guys like the content, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to support your boy, links to Patreon down in the description. See you guys on the next one. Cheers.